Okay, back to our linear thinking of these of all these domains of self-care, which are also preparation for your performance on the stage if you're a clinician, or preparation to be in a therapy session if you're a family or a client. All right, let's think about these things. I criticize people sometimes, and this is me being aggressive and increasing my dopamine, I think. But sometimes when I want very much to understand what somebody's doing therapeutically, they can't quite do it conceptually, but they begin to say, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you get this toy? These are the things that always work for me. And I feel like I'm trading recipes with people. Now, I love recipes, especially for carbohydrates. I love sharing recipes literally, and I love hearing what other people are doing. I love getting examples so that I can think, well, what my version of what they were doing would be this. But if it's just try this recipe, I don't like it. So here's the section that I'm not necessarily going to like, because I'm going to give you a lot of strategies to say, maybe this is your strategy for self-care. Maybe this isn't your strategy for self-care. But I hope that I can keep going up to a higher level abstract. An abstract level, we'll see. All right, so the domains of self-care are as follows. We already talked about that. Putting it this way, it's diet, exercise, play, connection, thoughts. All of those things are amenable to habit. Question mark, I put that in very, very light thing, because maybe you need to ask yourself, you can only do it to a point with your habits, and that's okay too. We're going to talk about these. We've already talked about diet. We've already talked about exercise. We're going to talk a lot about thoughts and play and connection to other people, in my mind, kind of go together. So the domains of care, I think I put them there, is awareness. This is my list. It's nobody else's list. When I think of maintaining my thoughts, I think of how aware am I of myself? How much information do I have? Have I analyzed the information that I've gotten? Have I taken the action that my analysis suggested? Did I reflect on that? And have I renewed myself so I can face another day? Sounds like a good life, doesn't it? I don't do that most days, but when I really get serious about this, my own personal practice is to kind of go through these categories. I've never put them down on paper before, so this is an exciting personal moment for me.